Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look at the price action of Loopring, as not too long ago Loopring had an explosive move to the upside. The question is are the bulls getting ready to do that again, or are we going to have a little bit more patience in the short to mid term? I'm going to man one of my battle stations behind me and show you what I'm looking at. Alright, Loopring here up on the daily chart. So I'll start today's analysis by toggling into the price action itself, and I see that Loopring had itself a very big rip that happened in the span of just a few days not long ago. Probably some kind of news event or some partnership announcement. Am I right? Let me know in the comments down below. But since then, Loopring has given me some major areas to be paying attention to, which is noted by these purple box liquid zones here. This liquid zone has a bottom side coming in around 49 cents and has a top side coming in around 51 cents. Since the pullback after this move here, Loopring established another liquid zone here with a bottom side coming in around 29 cents and a top side coming in around 31 cents. I see that that the volume here was very nice as Loopring shot to the upside here, and it's since just simply been consolidating sideways more or less, establishing this liquid zone here, testing this one once more, and literally living dead center of the middle of that range. I really like how Loopring has not closed any daily candle bodies below that 21, and everybody knows that follows this channel that anything that's opening and closing daily candle bodies above the 21 is certainly not something that I'm bearish on. In fact, I'm quite bullish on Loopring, as Loopring has just been basically making its way up higher and higher here since its conception, at least on this chart here. Down below on the RSI is under a little bit of pressure, but it looks like it would like to make an attempt to undo some of that pressure at this time. Got really overextended here on that massive move to the upside, which pretty typical behavior. I mean, if that was some kind of news related thing or some kind of partnership announcement, then this would make a heck of a lot of sense. Since that pullback, it seems that the RSI has found its footing dead center of the middle of the neutral zone and is looking like it would like to come up and test the exponential moving average. Ultimately, I do want to see get a confirmed cross above that exponential moving average, and I'd like to see the RSI get back into that bullish control zone. If and when the RSI is able to achieve that, then I think the RSI is going to have plenty of room to run to the upside as Loopring begins to find its footing, basically signaling that the bulls would have plenty of ammunition at that point in time. Stochastics down below here are looking good as well. They're crossing to the upside right now. This is an unconfirmed cross at the time of recording, as the trading day still has 6.5 hours remaining. However, it is probable that these will cross to the upside, and they are living right at the edge of the bullish control zone. So first step is I'd like to see that cross the upside. Second step would be getting back into that bullish control zone, and then they would be rhyming with the RSI at that point in time, and then with those two oscillators in confluence with one another, that would be signaling more buy pressure entering into Loopring, which would be another positive point on the board for the bulls. MACD down below is pretty much a big fat nothing burger. Sure, we got that cross to the downside, but that doesn't mean a heck of a lot when it comes to the MACD. I mean, traditionally speaking, they say that these are your sell signals when it crosses the downside, your buy signals when it crosses the upside, but anybody that trades with the MACD knows that those are usually not your best signals, and that there's definitely better ways to be using the MACD versus that in and of itself. I do see that the histogram is starting to print more and more increasing bars of negative momentum here, but it is notable that the moving averages are still well into the bullish control zone. So, as of right now, what I'm going to be looking for with Loopring is I'm going to want to see a daily candle body closure above this horizontal here coming in at 42 cents, followed by a daily candle body open. If Loopring is able to do that, then I think that will initiate a test at the bottom side of this liquid zone here. If Loopring gets any daily candle body closures above the top side of that, followed by daily candle body opens on convincing volume, then I think Loopring will be ready for some more price discovery and some higher levels, probably in short order. If Loopring gets any daily candle body closures below the 21, and at the time of recording, the 21 is coming in around 37 cents, followed by daily candle body opens and likely a wick down to the 30 simple moving average. If Loopring decides to keep going beyond the 30 simple moving average, then likely a test of the bottom side of this liquid zone coming in at 29 cents, and I do see that the 55 exponential moving average is also coming into confluence with that. Getting any daily candle body closures below that 55, as well as that liquid zone there, then likely a test of the 89, and the 89 at the time of recording is coming in around the 25 cent mark. But it is important to note that all these moving averages are quite aggressively sloped to the upside, and as each day comes to pass, they will rise more and more aggressively. So this will be something I'm going to have to keep a very close eye on. I think the most probable scenario here is likely more sideways action as the oscillators begin to reposture themselves into bullish posturing. And then the second most probable scenario is likely more upside. But of course, I've set my conditions in place for confirmations of that. And until those conditions are met, I personally am not making any actionable decisions at all. But, the least probable scenario would be downside. But of course, we're going to have to keep our eyes on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin decides to do any more dumping into this upcoming week, then we all know it likes to drag the alts with it. But as of right now, there are some signs within the Bitcoin chart signaling that that it is finding its footing. So perhaps it trades sideways or a little bit to the upside. And under those conditions, I do think that the alts will have more room to run indeed. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for coming by and checking out this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one. And until then, have yourselves a powerful day.